How to activate the law of prosperity and abundance in your life. Have you ever noticed that some people seem to live in a constant flow of abundance while others, no matter how hard they work, remain stuck in scarcity? What if I told you that the difference is not only in how much they work, but in the internal state they cultivate every single day? Maybe no one has ever explained to you that the law of prosperity does not begin in your wallet, it begins in your mindset, in your energy, in your trust in life. Most people were taught to chase, to control everything, to tighten their fists and live in survival mode. But ironically, that posture activates the exact opposite of internal prosperity. When your nervous system lives on alert, you vibrate fear, not possibility. And your vibrational frequency always responds to what you feel, not to what you say you want. Maybe you're doing everything right on the outside, but on the inside you still carry limiting beliefs, unworthiness, and a constant sense of insecurity. And here's a statement that may sound controversial. External prosperity without internal prosperity does not sustain itself. Money may come, but it does not stay. What sustains a prosperous life is internal security, self-worth, and self-trust. In this content, I will show you how to truly activate the law of prosperity in your life, starting from the only place that really matters, your consciousness. You will understand how to leave scarcity mindset behind, strengthen your sense of worthiness, adjust your vibration, and create more. Not just money, but freedom, balance, peace of mind. And maybe along the way, you will realize that abundance was already there, simply waiting for you to allow yourself to receive it. The true meaning of prosperity. Prosperity is not just having money in your bank account or accumulating possessions. That is only the surface. The true law of prosperity begins in your internal state, in your inner security, in your peace of mind. There are people with a lot of money living in emotional scarcity and others with very little living in real abundance. Prosperity is, above all, a form of energy and consciousness. When we talk about a prosperous life, we are talking about balance, freedom, and trust in life. It is waking up without that constant tightness in your chest, without your nervous system locked in survival mode. It is knowing that regardless of external circumstances, there is stability within you. And that completely shifts your vibration and your vibrational frequency. External prosperity is a consequence, not the starting point. If inside there is fear, unworthiness, and scarcity mindset, money may come, but it will leave. But when there is self-worth, self-trust, and abundance mindset, you begin to receive naturally. And this is where true expansion begins. Prosperity as an internal state. Prosperity does not begin when money enters your bank account. It begins when your mindset changes. Abundance is first and foremost an internal state of trust in life and trust in yourself. Before it manifests as external prosperity, it must exist as internal prosperity. And this has far more to do with consciousness than with circumstances. Think about it. Two people can earn the same salary. One lives in scarcity, constant fear, and survival mode. The other lives in possibility and expansion. The difference is not in the amount, but in the vibration and vibrational frequency each one sustains. Whoever cultivates an abundance mindset creates more because they believe they can create more. If you want to activate the law of prosperity, start by training your internal state daily. Practice gratitude before you go to sleep. Observe your thoughts of unworthiness and replace them with affirmations of self-worth. Books like Think and Grow Rich and The Power of Your Subconscious Mind help reprogram limiting beliefs. Because deep down, everything begins within. And that is what sustains everything that comes after. Security and trust in life. To be abundant is to trust that you will have what you need at the right time, even when the external scenario feels uncertain. It is maintaining internal security when there are no visible guarantees. The law of prosperity responds much more to your trust in life than to your fear of scarcity. And that requires emotional maturity and awareness of your internal state. When your nervous system is dysregulated, you automatically enter survival mode. In that state, everything feels like threat, lack, or risk. Your vibration reflects tension, not expansion. That is why simple practices such as conscious breathing, guided meditation, or even walking outdoors help so much. They teach your body that it is safe. And internal safety is the foundation of internal prosperity. Trust in life is not passivity. It is balance. It is doing your part without desperation, releasing control over how things will happen and remaining open to receive. It is believing that there are multiple sources of income, multiple possibilities, and more paths than you can imagine. And when that trust strengthens something inside, you begins to relax. And that is where worthiness enters. The feeling of worthiness. One of the biggest blocks to abundance is not lack of opportunity. It is unworthiness. Many people desire external prosperity, but deep down, they do not believe they deserve to live a prosperous life. And the law of prosperity responds faithfully to your mindset, not to your speech. If guilt, self-sabotage, or fragile self-worth exists, the energy of scarcity remains active. Notice how you react when you receive a compliment, a gift, or unexpected help. Do you accept it naturally? Or do you immediately say, "It was nothing, you did not have to"? Learning to receive strengthens your internal prosperity and adjusts your vibrational frequency toward expansion. It may seem small, but it is powerful training in awareness and acceptance. A simple exercise. Write down everything you believe you deserve to experience in the next few years. Then observe where discomfort arises. That is where your limiting beliefs are. Daily affirmations, therapy, or books like You Can Heal Your Life help rebuild self-trust and self-worth. Because when worthiness strengthens, scarcity loses power. And that leads directly to the mindset you choose to feed. Abundance mindset versus scarcity mindset. Scarcity mindset focuses on what is missing, on the fear of losing, on the constant feeling of not enough. It is that internal voice that says, what if it does not work? What if it runs out? What if I cannot do it? In this internal state, your nervous system activates survival mode and your energy contracts. You begin to act from fear, not possibility. An abundance mindset operates on a different vibrational frequency. It asks, how can I create more? What other sources of income are possible? Where is the opportunity here? Do you see the difference? The focus shifts from loss to expansion. And where focus goes, energy flows. And the law of prosperity responds. For 1 week, monitor your thoughts about money and opportunity. Every time scarcity appears, consciously replace it with a question of expansion. Instead of saying, I do not have, try asking, how can I generate more? This focus on more begins to reprogram your consciousness and prepares the ground for deeper prosperity. Peace of mind as the foundation of prosperity. Many people associate prosperity only with money, but money without peace of mind is not a prosperous life. You can have external prosperity and still live with anxiety, tension, and a nervous system on alert. That is not abundance. That is excess without balance. The true law of prosperity includes emotional health, freedom, and internal security. Internal prosperity means sleeping peacefully. It means not living at war with yourself. It means trusting life even while results are still organizing. When there is peace, your vibration stabilizes. Your vibrational frequency stops oscillating in fear. And that stability creates a far more receptive field for receiving. Start with small habits of balance. Reduce stimulation before bed. Practice daily gratitude. Organize your finances with awareness, not panic. Read something that expands your abundance mindset. Take care of your body. It is your first instrument of energy. The more regulated your nervous system is, the more you leave survival mode. And when peace becomes a priority, expansion happens naturally. Internal prosperity attracts external prosperity. When you build internal prosperity, security, self-worth, self-trust, something begins to shift around you. It is not instant magic. It is an adjustment of vibration and vibrational frequency. You start to see possibilities where you once saw scarcity. And that shift in consciousness changes your decisions, your choices, and even the opportunities you accept. Someone who lives an abundance mindset does not accept just anything out of fear. They do not enter relationships or jobs purely for survival. There is internal security that allows better choices. And that posture naturally opens space for more aligned and less stressful external prosperity. In practice, this means reviewing where you're accepting less than you deserve. It means saying no when necessary, even if your nervous system feels uncomfortable at first. It means trusting life. It means believing there are multiple sources of income and multiple possible paths. When you position yourself from abundance, the next step is learning to leave survival mode for good. Leaving survival mode. If your nervous system is constantly on alert, your energy is focused only on surviving. And someone living in survival mode cannot access expansion, possibility, or creation. The law of prosperity requires internal security, not constant tension. Internal prosperity is born when your body understands that it is safe. When you live worried about what if there's not enough, your vibration automatically enters scarcity. Your focus becomes avoiding loss, cutting everything, closing yourself off. It is not that you do not want abundance. It is that your internal state is programmed for defense. And defense does not align with receiving. A practical step: regulate your body before trying to change your mindset. Deep breathing for 5 minutes. Reduce excessive consumption of negative news. Organize small financial goals. This teaches your nervous system that there is conscious direction, not chaos. And when you leave survival mode, you create space to work on what truly blocks prosperity: deeply rooted unworthiness. Healing unworthiness. Unworthiness is silent but powerful. It appears when you minimize your achievements, refuse opportunities, or feel guilt when receiving. Even if you say you want abundance, your mindset may be programmed to reject external prosperity. And the law of prosperity does not ignore that internal conflict. Notice your automatic reactions. Do you feel uncomfortable when things go too well? Do you think soon something will go wrong? These thoughts reveal deeply rooted limiting beliefs in your consciousness. As long as they remain active, your vibration will continue mixing desire with fear. To begin healing this, write down the phrases you heard about money and success during childhood. Then question them. Are they absolute truths or simply programming? Therapy, journaling, and books about abundance mindset strengthen self-worth and self-trust. When unworthiness begins to dissolve, your energy reorganizes, and you naturally begin to focus on possibilities. Focusing on possibilities. Scarcity mindset asks, where can I cut? What I need to avoid? How do I not lose? Abundance mindset asks, how can I create more? What can I expand? What new possibility exists here? Notice how the energy shifts. Focusing on more activates expansion. Focusing on lack reinforces survival mode. This does not mean financial irresponsibility. It means leaving contraction and entering creative consciousness. Instead of only reducing expenses, think about developing new income streams or skills. An online course, a side project, a new strategy. Creating more is a posture of internal prosperity. As you begin looking at possibilities, your vibrational frequency adjusts. You start seeing connections, opportunities, and paths that were previously invisible. The law of prosperity responds to your vibration, not your fear. And when you expand your perspective, the next step is aligning your vibration as if you are already living that abundance. If you made it this far, you already understand that activating the law of prosperity is not about running harder, exhausting yourself, or living in survival mode. It is about adjusting your internal state, strengthening your abundance mindset, choosing every single day to vibrate trust in life instead of fear of scarcity. So here is the question. Are you willing to release control and trust the process of expansion? How many decisions are you still making from unworthiness? How many opportunities have you blocked because you did not believe in your own self-worth? What if, starting today, you began acting like someone who already lives a prosperous life? With more awareness, more gratitude, more balance, more focus on more. Small shifts in your energy and vibration can completely transform your internal prosperity. And naturally external prosperity begins to align as well. Remember, abundance is not something you chase. It is something you allow. When your nervous system finds internal safety, when you choose self-trust, when you practice detachment and learn to receive without guilt, you enter a different vibrational frequency. And in that frequency, creating more income streams, new possibilities, and expansion stops being effort. It becomes consequence. Now I want to ask you, what's the first step you will take today to activate this new mindset? Will you continue repeating scarcity patterns? Or will you consciously choose a life of freedom, peace of mind, and internal prosperity? If this content resonated with you, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and continue with me on this journey of expansion, awareness, and the creation of a truly prosperous life.